Hey, we've got to introduce ourselves before you start reading your notes. Well, I'm Robin.
Hi, I'm Jack.
We're the Inwits.
We are
back for episode 5.
Episode 5.
Yes.
Yep, that's right.
And what was it called? This the worst cocktail party ever or something. The episode was called. I can't remember.
I can't remember. That's the thing. They never put up the name of the episode at the beginning.
Oh, for you, yeah. But on the Channel 10 website.
Yeah.
On
That's
Channel
right.
9, but hopefully Channel 10 soon. Yeah. Where do we start? Where do we start with this?
Look, one of the good things about the edit this time around is they actually do it tribe by tribe.
Yeah.
So they're breaking it up into blocks. Like, okay, what's Camma done this episode?
Yeah.
What's Manu up to? What's Lesu up to?
So where are we starting?
Well, I guess first off, I guess we could start with Extinction, right? Because Rick,
the thing we go back to Extinction.
But this is Rick, right? Rick gets booted out, right?
Oh.
Rocks up, sees the sign, and it's like, no brainer. Grabs the torch.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, why isn't everybody like that?
Yeah.
Right? And then when he gets to the island, what I liked was Rick's attitude, right? I am on an island with people who hate me and want to see me fail, right?
Yeah.
But this is another challenge. I have to overcome it. And the other great thing about it was he said, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a competition.
Yeah, but when it came to be a competition, he knew that going in. Yet when they get the map, he then gives the answers away.
That's right.
Twice.
Really...
No, the first time he did. The second time he
didn't. Right? But the first time, I think it was just that one of those things where you're trying to do something and then you say something out loud.
And you figure it out. Yeah,
you
and
go,
around
that's
everyone.
it. And then you realise, damn, everybody's heard me say it. You know?
It was a big blunder on Rick's part.
But not as big as Reem's. That was a massive blunder. And yes, Reem, that is giving it away.
Yeah, Reem, that's in the second part.
If I was Chris, I would have just sat there and gone...
Can we discuss Extinction completely?
Okay, yeah, sure.
While we're there, because we had that, and then Keith runs off.
Look, to be honest, when Keith runs off, like it's a dirty deed. It's a dirty deed, but it's a good dirty deed.
But it's like it's everyone for themselves here,
Exactly.
And it's the first time we've seen Keith. I've seen Keith give some form of I want to play this game.
My opinion of Keith is fairly low.
Yeah.
But seeing that, I was like, go Keith.
Yeah, you're like, you know what? No one else. Yeah, go try and take advantage.
What's this? I like Aubry's sort of Kumbaya Survivor, so I'm going to go with this, right? Why do you have to go in a group? You've got the clue. Everybody's got the clue. If you work out the clue, you go get it first.
And Rick should have done that ages ago. But,
exactly.
It doesn't make him look great. However, what's
the point in looking great with these people?
Yeah, he didn't get that one because
the other thing,
but then he got the
Reem one.
He got the knots.
The knots, right? But
was that the Reem one?
Yeah, that's the Reem one.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is there's no. Once you get the maps, you should be figuring out at this stage it's a competition. We're not all going back in here. No. It's somebody's going to get selected based on performance.
Which is what we talked when you're going to fish for everyone. Do that, but it's on. You're on your own here.
You're on your own, right?
Yeah, make yourself stronger than everybody else weaker.
That's right. So what I liked is Keith is pretty much clued into that quicker than the others. Oh, this is a competition. I need to do this for me.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then Aubry gets there.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yes, sorry.
Then Aubry gets there.
Yep.
And she doesn't know what's going on, which I don't... Well, to a degree, but I don't mind the fact that clues are being given out and new people... I wish this happened earlier. New people start coming in.
Yes.
And then they're only privy to...
What's happening now?
Yeah, not the information past.
Yeah.
And if the current Extinction members want to go, hey, this is happening, we've got to do A, B, and C, we've got to practice this challenge, they can do that.
Yeah.
But you could also keep information yourself. So
absolutely.
So almost getting there early, as much as it's a disadvantage because you're away from everything, it's a mental disadvantage. There is a slight advantage to having a bit more information of where you're going.
And what I like is that they've set it up that way. They've deliberately made it so if you want to, you can hold that information back.
Yeah.
There's nothing there saying, Jeff's not standing on the island going, well, this is what happens up until you arrived. It's up to the people on the island to actually clue them in.
And so now we've got a bit more information of Extinction. And Extinction's going to play out roughly like Redemption. By the looks of it, all I can see is we've seen the sticks and the rope. It's going to be one of those I feel they're going to be in a cage, put the ropes together, get your freedom.
That's right.
Something like that.
It's going to be something like that. Well, even with Pearl Island, that was the challenge for the tribe coming back, right? Was to get the sticks through the cage.
Get your key to freedom.
Get your key to freedom. But I think this is going to be on an individual level.
Yeah. Obviously, maybe 2 people or 1 person's going to get back in. However, because we got this information and a bit more about what Extinction Island is, what do you think of it?
I'm actually pretty happy.
Yeah, I am, but I think we can go further.
That's what I mean. I'm hoping this is the beginning, not the end. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like once this happens, that's done. Like next week.
You reckon that's it?
Yeah. We're not Extinction Island. Once the person or people come back into the tribe, Extinction will be played out.
Oh no! But what I mean is, I don't think just because if they show the tribe doesn't mean that that's where the Extinction Island ends. I think at this stage.
Okay, you think there's more to it this season?
I'm hoping there's a little bit more to it. I'm hoping it doesn't end with merge.
Okay. Or maybe you end up doing like a exile.
Yeah.
You send someone to Extinction. Right. A loser goes to Extinction, which they might.
But they might. It may be just like, okay, now merge is around the corner, which it obviously is, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it is just like, okay, now we need 2 of you to compete and come back in.
Yeah. So. Here's a couple of thoughts, and this one just came then as we're talking. You know how you said everyone's given their own, they get their map.
Yeah.
I would love them to be given the note. Oh yeah, Keith, read in private.
Yeah.
Make sure they go off on their own, to then start to cause that mystery amongst everyone.
That would be good, but look, I don't think the producers want to have that control. If they want to read it together, they're going to let them.
Yeah. Well, here was the idea I thought about last night, because I didn't really like the concept of let's all go together, let's do this together.
No, neither did I.
That.
I was like,
don't do that. But I understand why they're doing it, because they're trying to. They all know that it's just like we're on a sinking ship. Let's stick together. If anyone sticks out, we'll take them out. I understand it.
Yeah, I understand. It's the
wrong.
wrong
What I would like to see from Extinction. Now, hear me out. This might be too hard, or like you get there, you arrive at Extinction, you arrive at see that mast, and that mast says, anytime you want to leave, pull the mast, we'll come get you. Here's a map to your location. And each person is separate.
Oh, I don't think they can do it.
They couldn't do it? I would love to see that.
I would too, but look, let's face it, if Keith had been separated from Reem, how long would he have lasted?
But that's the thing, like, no one's pulled the...
I want
to add that element of no one's going to bloody pull that, but if you're by yourself... How, like, Reem was so close to going on by myself.
Oh, of course.
But then there's that element of, like, the mast becomes a point where some mail is.
Yeah.
Like, you do get your map. You do get your stuff. And then there's a chance to run into other people and stuff to happen.
I think the reason they wouldn't do it, and this is the primary reason, right? And it's got nothing to do with the show, actually, or anything. It's just about audience viewership, right? Yeah. It'd be boring.
Yeah, to see one person
just standing there,
and it'd also be a terrible thing to edit. Going, what's going on with this person? What's going on with this person? This person.
But they're all together, so there's conflict. There's, you know, we saw
Reeves
explain.
Reeves losing her mind.
That's right. And that's why I think they wouldn't do it, because it wouldn't be interesting if they did
that. That's fair.
It would be much more competitive.
Yeah, I guess. That's what I'm wanting to see. That like this survival instinct, and see people on the brink and go, I got to quit.
But look,
and they go to quit, and someone's there.
The normal thing is with Survivor is you get a bit of a group mentality going, right? But once somebody like somebody does what Keith did, which is breaks the group mentality, like, no, I'm here for me, you know.
Yeah.
You know, bugger you guys, I'm just here for me, and goes off and does stuff. You usually find that attitude starts to fill in to the rest. Like they're less willing to do group stuff. You know.
But it's just funny that Keith's the one that instigates that.
I think the problem for Keith is enough. You know, if you've been watching, you've probably noticed that in Extinction Island, he doesn't actually do anything except sleep.
Yeah, no one does anything there. From what we don't see.
Well,
much
no, Chris goes out and gets food. And, you know what I mean. Reed sits around and complains. Keith just goes to sleep, right? Yeah. Rick, I think, is the most dynamic person that's arrived.
Yeah, Rick's, and it's a shame he gave away.
I know. If he had to shut his mouth.
Yeah.
But I think the other thing is like maybe. Because we noticed that it's the bamboo and the string. It's going to be hard to hide.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like realistically, it's going to be hard to hide.
But there's an element that he would have and he started to. He was just in the wrong location. He had to wait, but then could have found the one out in the ocean. Yeah, they all went looking together.
Even the one in the ocean, it's in a box and it's hard to hide again. You know, because they've got nothing really.
Yeah.
So anyway, but. Look, I like Extinction Island. I think it's panning out pretty well.
Yeah,
I like it because everybody that goes there, even though they're doing this search together, none of them actually thinking, I'm with this person. Everybody's like, they're all against me.
Yeah, it's like when you know Redemption Island, you knew you were going to battle...
Yes. Yeah.
Or you knew you were going to battle whoever was there. You knew everyone... And everyone's going to come and watch the final fight to who stays on Redemption. This, however, everyone gets evicted or voted out, or their torch is snuffed, think they're going home, and then there's like the twist.
Yeah, the twist.
So they don't know, and then they've got the bitterness, and it's just this... Reem is an angry woman, isn't she? Like but like
she's got a deep well of bitterness in her.
Yeah, but even Aubry was like, everyone hates me here. Why did they hate Aubry? Aubry wasn't on their tribe.
No, but I think this is the thing, and I think it showed up with Reem and Keith when Chris arrived, right? Oh, he betrayed us, right? I think they're just the fact they're on it. They go to except for Rick, right, and Aubry. The three previous have gone. They're angry.
Yeah.
And then they just take it out on the next person who arrives. Mm-hmm. I think that's what it is. And it's just creating a bad atmosphere.
It's just such a terrible place to want to be. But, you know, the strongest.
But I was surprised at Aubry when she said they all hate me. I was like, what did Aubry do? Yeah, Aubrey's a pretty regular person.
Aubry's being voted out just like you on a tribe that you never were at.
We're at, right?
She was blindsided bigger than anyone else. She had right. Like, that was a brilliant blindside from Victoria.
Well, it wasn't a blindside. It was just a regular vote. Come on.
No, I think this. I personally
think Victoria lied to her,
but
and it was a good, convincing lie.
It was a seed planted before Aubry had even realised the seed could have been planted.
No, but I don't think it's a blindside. I think it's just a regular vote. I really didn't like Aubry saying it was a blindside. It's a regular vote. They just voted you out, Aubry.
No, but Aubry had no idea it was coming.
Yeah, but she was on the bottom anyway.
But but this is she was prior, but she had conversations. She would have, I call that a blindside.
I wouldn't. No, that's just a normal vote. That's one of the points in the notes. It's just normal.
Okay.
It is. It's just normal. There was no shock value.
Well, for her, for an audience member, it wasn't a blindside, correct?
No, but even for her, it shouldn't have been shocking. I mean, like, she had an island next to a vote, and look, one of the other things we can get. Have we finished talking about Extinction?
Yeah, I'm done with Extinction.
Right. Let's move forward.
No, I'm done. I'm enjoying Extinction.
Yeah. I am enjoying Extinction, but do you want to move forward to...
Yeah, you move to where you wanted to.
Because otherwise, like, Aubrey's a topic.
Aubrey's a big topic.
Yeah.
Aubrey's probably one of the major topics.
Yeah, she is, actually. Do you want to talk about it now?
Who's our final... Well, she's not our final vote, so I guess we can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So she's episode 5, at the end of episode 5, she's voted out.
Right? Mid-episode, we had a double episode.
Yeah, well, no, it's episode 5 and 6, they just put together. Oh, alright. So, yeah, look... I don't see it as a blindside. And I think, look, Victoria's told her and she hasn't really told her a lie. She's just sold something, right? She's basically given Aubry what she's looking for, some space, right? She's looking for a crack. And Victoria's just basically rocked up and go, hey, I'm the crack. And Audrey's like, as she said in the one on the camera, oh, thank God, somebody's willing to play, right? Yeah. That's why I don't think it's a blindside. So it's just somebody saying what everybody would say.
Yeah, but my thing about it to be like, Aubry wanted to play. She gets Victoria giving her this thing and gets Victoria saying, well, let's try and rope in Wendy. And she's like, oh yeah, this is a great idea. And then she realises I'm glad she realised this. That's one thing. I'm glad she realised this faster than Dave realised Wendy.
She knew like that.
Yet. She's like, I tried. I'm not getting anywhere with this one. And so she just thought it was going to be an easy vote.
We can talk about Wendy in a minute, right? Because just basic Survivor is, oh yeah, who do you want? Instead of, no, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, she's like, someone has to go home, Wendy.
Yeah, well, somebody, is it going to be you or somebody else, right?
And
Wendy is just, I don't know, like she's off in the stars or something. I don't know, just bizarre.
Yeah. So I just think. Well, the reason I think it was more blindsided, I don't think it was an amazing blindside.
No,
I think and it's something that gets me excited because someone else Catherine's friend was saying how amazing this episode is, and I was like, oh, it's just an episode.
It's just an episode.
Just an episode. It's a double episode, and that always excites me. But it's nothing major, nothing dramatic happened.
No.
But the reason I feel it's blindside to Aubry, and sometimes just because I think Aubry felt 100% safe. She had her plan to get one of the guys out and realised that wasn't going to work, and the 4 of them were going to get Wendy.
Let's put it this way, right? Aubry has had a lot of intelligence before this, right? That they want her gone.
Yeah, you'd think so. But
no. But she knows from when that Karma was all together, they all wanted. She knows, like, every time she talked to Victoria, and everybody was like,
And this is and you and I have been watching, going, why would you even trust these people?
And then she turns from that to complete trust. Come on.
But Joe did the same thing last week, so I'm thinking there's got to be something we're missing. But I think it's a blindside, but it's her fault that happened.
Well, I don't think it's a blindside, because what was so, like, she was never a player in that group. She was, like, even when the tribe was together, she was. But
she was. But Victoria had given her enough reason, and that's why I think it was brilliant play by Victoria.
But all it is was like Victoria going, "Well, who do you want?
I want to work with you. What if we can switch it up for the guys?"
I mean, that's not a blindside to me.
Okay.
No. What I mean is, like, and then you had the other guys. Look, I think Gavin, the tribal.
Yeah.
Did a great little speech to make sure that Aubry if she had not, didn't play it. He was like, blah, blah, blah. And he was like really supportive and making all the right sounds for Aubry to sit there and go, oh, I should be comfortable.
Yeah, and that's to me is the blind side.
That's not a blind side, that's just organising a vote.
Very well. Because usually...
Well, there's only 3 of them.
Yeah, I know. There's 5 people on the tribe. And this is the thing I was thinking about. It's like, Wendy, you didn't need to tell Wendy anything. She could have voted for whoever she bloody wanted.
Exactly.
It's not a
2, 3.
There's no swing vote here.
You know when they're going, we need Wendy. I'm like, what for? There's 3 of you. It's Wendy and there's Aubry.
Definitely don't need Wendy, and this is again a fault on Aubrey's behalf to realising where she sits. Where does she?
Of course, that's what I'm saying. It's not blindsided because Aubrey's just poor at mapping where she's sitting.
Yeah, that's a really bad play from someone who was so convinced about trying to have dialogues.
Dialogue. Let's open a dialogue. But the other thing is she's played twice.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think any of the returnees, except for maybe Dave, is really shining at the moment. So I'm not going to say that Aubrey's particularly bad, right? Yeah. But all I'm saying is that Aubrey's ability to pick out where she's standing in any of these tribes, with all the information she's got, she should have been able to realise I am the first cab off the rank here.
And if it is those 3, me, then Wendy, you got nothing.
Exactly.
Like, so I think Victoria played her very well. Like, for someone who Aubrey's been claiming that she's ready to go, she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
As Aubry herself says, right? I have an idol and I have an extra vote and I don't know what to do with them. I'm like, imagine Zeke. If you handed Zeke an idol and an extra vote, what do you think he'd do?
You'd sit there and go, well, this is... And this is the thing, it's like, I want to get out one of the players.
Exactly.
I want to play.
I want to play.
And you're like, you want to play, you haven't been given I'm going to say the troops.
Yeah.
You haven't been given the numbers. The numbers are not on your side. You haven't been put in a position to where you can play. But what you have been given is every advantage under the sun to play. Exactly. Where you can use it offensively.
Well, I know.
You want to play, use your advantages offensively.
And this is where I don't think it's a blindside. Aubrey should have gone into this council this way, and I don't think it's really this big a stretch, right? You go and you go, I'm going to play my idol this time, right? And I'm going to take out Gavin, Eric, whoever, Victoria, it doesn't matter, right? Now, what I need to do is get Wendy on my side, right? Because I've got an extra vote next time. They don't know about the extra vote. It's going to be 3-2.
Yeah.
At the worst, even if Wendy... I'll tie it, right? She didn't think of any of that.
It was that's the thing. She just like, I've got all this power, but I don't know what to do with it. Well, what you do with it is use it with offense.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're stuck in this place, you don't have the numbers, which you should have realized you're on the bottom of the 4. You should know you're on the bottom of the 4.
Exactly. But the other thing is she could test the alliance with Victoria, right? She could go play the idol, boom, boom, right? Get rid of Gavin or Eric, right? And then if Victoria's like, oh, what the hell's going on? You could go, hang on, you're in an alliance with me, aren't you? Test the waters, right? Find out where Victoria really stands.
Now that would be more of it. Like, again, when I still call this a blindside, but it's a very low end blindside.
It's not even on the blindside scale
for you, but
it's a normal vote. They had somebody who was ignorant. They kept them ignorant, and they just voted.
Yes, fair.
And that's what I mean. But look, I'm not going to say Aubry could have done anything to improve the information she had, because I don't think they were going to tell her.
No, I don't think Aubrey needed to improve the information.
No, neither do I.
I think Aubrey had
everything.
She needed. Yeah, all she needed was to go, you know what, I want to control this game. I have the power now to change the game. I can mix things up. I can play a bit.
That's right. And then
you can get the votes onto you.
Then maybe you've got the crack. And then you use your extra vote to make the crack even... Oh, now it's not a crack. Now I'm running the try.
You got 2 votes. It's just like, you could have tied it up tonight if you used the extra vote. You could have made sure you were the one using the idol and it came to you. And then next week, when it was 2... Well, Wendy's never is solid 2.
No.
But a potential 2-2.
But you've got more of a chance next week.
Of course.
Than you have this week, right? Try. Yeah. That's what I was really disappointed with Aubry was... She's like, I want to play. She went and got the idol. I'm not saying she was handed it, right? She was handed an extra vote, for God's sake. That can be powerful. And she did nothing.
Yeah, and this is the common theme we always have with idols. Who's played an idol this season? Nobody.
Right? And they should. I think there's 2 or 3 people who should have played them by now.
And I thought, it worked out okay for Lauren, but I thought there was an opportunity with packing two idols.
Oh, when they put their heads together, I don't want to get into that.
Because that's the last topic we should really talk about.
Exactly, right.
I want to quickly talk about Karma and Joe.
Well, actually...
Or is there anything you need to say with Manu still?
Well, no, because this is where... Actually, this is... No. We can go on to that, right?
So Joe... Everyone's hating Joe outside of this tribe. And there's this weird dynamic, like, we've got to get rid of Joe, and then that Rick... No, who is it? What's that guy's name? Rob? Wants to get rid of Joe, and then realises, hang on a second.
Well, this is what I wanted to touch on with Karma, right? Like, in the first episode, right? Julia's like, wow, we can't lose a challenge. Yeah. We're just dominating challenge. No, Joe is winning the challenge.
Yeah, and we even saw that in the final one where Joe tapped in for the puzzle and brought it back.
Brought it back, right? But what I'm getting at is like, and Ron is the only one that's realised, because Ron is like, hang on, the reason I'm having such a good trip on Survivor is not because of all these guys, it's because of Joe. And Ron was one of the ones saying, let's get rid of Joe earlier.
And then he flipped. He's like, you know what? Like, and it's funny because now you get this weird point in the game where it's like...
I would like to say one more thing, because Joe in this episode actually did the Aussie strategy. I want to be valuable to the tribe. I want to make sure that... And I was like, I was sitting there when Joe's saying this, I'm going, this never works, Joe.
We've seen Aussie's done this every
time and lost doing it, right? Joe, this never worked. Well, and then the next scene is Ron going, hang on, I want to keep him around. I was like,
I was thinking the same thing, and I'm like, Joe, like, because Joe is a modern day Aussie.
Yeah, he is.
And
absolutely.
Like, I always talk about my Joes, my Malcolms being that modern day Aussie, and Joe is just showing him they've won 7 out of 8 challenges,
right?
And the one they lost was a reward.
It was a reward, right?
Like, they haven't had it. The Karma, whoever's still remaining Karma banner, have not got a torch.
No, absolutely.
They haven't needed to. No. And it's a funny thing, like we talk, like Aubry said the opposite. I want to get to tribal, like tribals where that's when you start to play the game. But now you're at this place where you merge isn't far away.
Yeah, exactly.
Ron's on the right idea. It's like, oh shit, if we do get rid of, I was going to say Aussie, if we do get rid of Joe because he's a threat, we could then quickly lose 2 before the merge, and we've lost our numbers, we've lost our strength. We kind of need
Joe around.
You've now passed this strange balance point where you want to get rid of a powerhouse player with a massive target on the back early. Great, do it early. Do it too late, especially when you've been split up into smaller tribes. If they were still in 2 tribes, you've still got numbers on your side.
Yeah.
But now, when tribes of 5, like, there's nowhere to run.
No.
We get rid of Joe, we lose. Yeah. Then who's going home?
That's right, exactly. And
like, then it's one. I've got 1 in 4 chance of going home.
Julie and Julia, right?
Not thinking that.
They're not thinking that. They're just thinking. You've heard Julie and Julia both say we can't lose, right? Ron's the only one with his head in the game, going, hang on.
What if we did lose?
What if we did lose? Who's going home?
These challenges.
Oh, it could be me.
Yeah.
Let's keep Ron.
Yeah, because it could be. Oh my God, the girls can gang up and get me.
Let's keep Joe around. And the great thing is, Ron didn't actually say to him, no, I want to keep him around. It was just like, okay, he's listening to him and he's shutting up and he's saying it. Yeah. No, I want to keep Joe around.
And then, so Joe's strategy is the Aussie, I can do everything.
And I'm surprised it worked with Ron.
I'm glad it worked.
I'm glad.
And it's timing. Doing that a little bit earlier wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
Doing it now when You know, everyone's starting to talk about the merge. We're getting close. We're down at 12.
That's right.
You know, we're getting very close to merge. It's going to be anywhere between 10 to 12 players merge. We know this. It's close.
It is.
So it becomes like to go out before the merge, because I thought that episode we were going to see a challenge thrown to get rid of Joe.
That's what I thought.
Is this where they're trying to go?
I thought Julie was heading in that direction of we should throw the challenge.
And that's the thing. He's like, what does Joe do? Joe can no longer. He can't take that target off his back because that's who he is, and he plays strong. And on top of that, we have Callie going.
Let's not go there yet.
Okay, but we have the other tribes. Joe, fuck Joe, or not.
No, that's only recently come up. Like
because they're now getting jealous of how much they haven't had to go on to the hardship.
Of course, right.
This was one of the first time I actually felt sorry for Lesu, when no one could get the boys out of the water.
No, I didn't feel sorry for him.
I felt at that point I'm like, this tribe is but I felt sorry because it's like they're so bad, and now Karma is still trying to help Manu. So I was kind of happy that they got across there. But I'm like, it's not even about being bad anymore. It's now being two tribes because of the way the switch happened. Yeah, you're just still being picked on.
See, here's a bit of information. You're absolutely right. Like Karma was trying to help Manu win that challenge, right? There's a lot of information there for players like for the Lesu players, but also for Joe and for Aubry, because she's still in at this stage, right? They want to see more Karma players make it through to merge, right? Everybody else is on the out. If you're not in Karma, you're on the out, right? This should be information that they should be able to use going forward. But one of the other things I'd like to talk about with Karma, because it really comes up in Karma, right? This tunnel vision.
I haven't finished Karma either. Yeah.
No, but this tunnel vision, it's across all tribes, right? Well, except for Lesu, right? But this tunnel vision on getting rid of returnees, right? There's another downside here. The people who are the other players who aren't returnees, who are tunnel visioning on get rid of a returnee, it's killing their game. Yeah, they have no other game,
and it even killed Dave's game.
Yeah, that's right. But they've got no other. They have no other strategy. They're not thinking about who they want to play with, anything like this. It's just let's band together. All they see is returnee threat, get rid of, right?
And then, as we say, it's like you get to the point where it's like. You still have the problem of what we discussed with Aubry. It's like, where do you sit in the tribe? Yeah. Right, get rid of the returnees. We band together, get rid of returnees.
Returnee, what then?
Where are you going?
Exactly. Have I picked who I'm playing with?
Yeah.
Have I decided whether or not I can get along with this person?
No.
Is it good that they're here or they're not? No, they've done none of this assessment. They just get rid of the return.
Yeah,
it's killing their game. So, it's really odd. Because I expected better in the 5th episode. They've been there for like 15 days at this stage. Right? So
because you can understand Karma will get back together and still want to get rid of
Exactly,
Joe.
Exactly.
It's only because you said Lesu and everyone else, but everyone else is still Karma. Even though half of them have got the Manu headband now. They're still Karma.
Exactly.
So it's this weird thing. What I still want to talk about with that is still on Joe.
Yeah.
In the second half of the episode, or episode 6, if you go that way, Joe starts a new attempt at his strategy.
I love this.
I love this too.
I was like, excellent, Joe. Fantastic work. When he spoke to Julia,
yeah,
you're a threat. You're smart. You're big. You're strong in challenges. I was like, Joe, you're doing something Aussie never did.
Yeah,
you're actually trying to mess with their heads.
I thought that was, but in a really positive sense.
Yeah.
And because it's like, what do you think when we merge together? They hate us.
Exactly.
They hate me.
Yeah.
Because I win everything.
Yeah, that's right.
But if I can make everyone believe it's us, we're a team.
Exactly.
They're jealous of us because it's not. I can't win challenges on my own. It's a team game.
And you're so good at it as well, right?
Because where does Joe go? Where does Joe go?
Exactly. And I was like, this is an excellent tie. This is an excellent strategy. I was sitting there going, Joe, this is... And I'd never thought of this before for, the strong players to pull.
We have talked about it many times, as in, why get rid of these big physical players if you're still a physical player?
Yeah, exactly.
But as a physical player, out on your own, making other people, bring other people up to your level
instead of...
It's a brilliant play. Will it work? I don't know, but that's what other option does Joe have strategically.
Absolutely.
He doesn't have any other option, and that was a brilliant play.
You could see the wheels start to turn in Julia's mind, like, oh, hang on, I am strong. Like, she's believing the press. Like, she's like, I am strong, I am...
we haven't lost anything.
And we haven't lost anything, so they are going to be going well. And I do perform well. And Joe's right, so I need to keep Joe around because he's a bigger
target.
target.
But on top of that, she goes, yeah, I do perform well because I just watched Callie Wentworth perform a flail around like a fish in the water.
Yeah.
I was all over it.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, like when you're seeing everyone on the other tribe not even performing.
Yeah.
Then you go, oh my God, I'm pulling my weight here.
Yeah,
it's not just Joe. I am a part of this tribe.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I think it's great.
Because if he can get that whole tribe's mentality to shift to go, crap, if we do band together to get rid of Joe, they're still going to come with the next 4. Because if the other 8 of them band together, who are they taking out?
Right. So
it's us.
This is great. Joe's actually trying to create a split between, and it's going to be between this karma and the other karma.
Yeah, you have to.
It's great, and it's a good move.
Yeah,
I was really happy when I saw it.
I thought that was a really,
go Joe.
You know, like these 2 episodes. Again, you don't see much of it because they don't go to tribal, so you don't get the ins and outs of everything. Yeah. But Joe went and was like, I know I'm on the out.
Exactly.
I'm going to try and provide and make sure they know. And also, if I provide and keep us strong, more chance of us winning means because I don't have an idol. Going to tribal is bad for Joe. Always bad for Joe.
Absolutely.
So he doesn't have a choice. Yeah. Second episode, bring everyone up to his level. So good. Yeah. It's just making people feel special.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I know. Look, another phrase from Aubry, right, that I liked was like, you know, everybody's been drinking the Kool-Aid and finally somebody's woken up, you know. Yeah. But these players are asleep. Yeah. And I like that Joe's woken up Julie. Yeah. Joe's, like, that's what I mean. These players are so focused on returnees, it's killing their game. But, you know, Joe's woken up Julia now. I think she's going to be sitting there going, hang on, I've got to start thinking about where I am and who I'm playing with.
Yeah, who are you playing with? Because it's not just get returnees, because who are you playing with after that?
That's right.
And if I am a big physical threat, I need other threats above me. I always need a shield.
And Joe is?
And Joe has no other shields.
That's right.
Joe's only shield is funnily enough, to shield himself from the bottom. Yeah. To be protected by people who don't want to go next.
That's right, who don't want to go next. And that's the only way you can do it.
And that's a brilliant way to take on being at the top. Physically being at the peak of the game, no one's stronger than Joe. The only way to keep himself around is to make sure people think they're near him.
That's right.
And they'll be next because of their strength.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
No, I think he pulled a really good strategy. I'm really surprised he did it, but I'm so glad he did.
I'm so glad he did, because obviously I was so excited to see Joe return.
Let's put it this way, out of all of the returnees so far, I think just him and Dave are playing, like now Joe's moving into that direction.
Joe's starting to go, well, how do I keep myself alive? Right. I need to do this, and this.
Dave's been pretty active about that.
Dave's been pretty active, but again, Dave should have let go of this Kelly thing a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've criticised it from the beginning.
Yeah, we've criticised it, every week.
Every week,
and finally this week, because I'm assuming we moved to Lesu now?
Yeah. Look, Dave goes looking for an idol. Thank God. Lesu, right? I'm like, they're on the New York. This is like their 6th day on the New York. Dave finally goes, I'm going to go look for an idol. I was like, hey, somebody's got some brains.
Yeah, right? Doesn't find it. Kelly eventually gets it, which I'm kind of happy about.
Yeah. But... Oh, yep, go on.
Yeah, like I'm kind of happy Callie's kind of got it. Only because I like that both of the girls have that power.
Well, what I like is this. One of the things, and I think Callie's starting to wake up. I'm hoping she is. Anyway, because she said in the one-on-one to camera, and this is, when Dave went looking for an idol, and Neil was trying to say, let's vote Lauren, right? And she was like, oh, you're such an evil genius, blah, 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 right? I'm like, Kelly, please don't fall for it, right? But she didn't, right? But like, Kelly was in the one-on-one camera, she's going, you got to have an A, a B, and a C plan. And I'm like, yes, at last, some sense coming out of her, you know? This is what you need to do on Survivor, right? Anyway.
So we get Wardog / Neil. Maybe I need to call him Neil because he performed pitifully all four challenges.
I wasn't actually... I think in this episode and the next one, right, it's really obvious that Neil's pretty poor at challenges.
I was so surprised.
I couldn't believe how poor he was.
I was like, it just blew my mind that I've never seen a man of that size unable to throw.
I know, right? I was like, I can throw better than that.
Yeah. I'm like,
you can throw better than that. I'm like, what the hell?
Look, but like, I guess like Jeff says, like if you're throwing a baseball, like you've played catch before, you can throw.
I mean.
But I'm like, can't everyone?
I mean, I'm not going to be Joe and hit it every time, right? but I'd be close.
Yeah.
He was like falling short. And...
It was pitiful.
It was.
And I'm like, how can a man who was a military person not be able to throw something?
I know. It was just weird.
It was so pathetic.
Even in the water, he seemed to flail around a bit too, and I was like,
well, that was just.
I was like,
and Lauren being the weak one because she's sick. Lauren's the one pulling the tribe. Right. She's the only strong one there because Callie couldn't. No one could get what. Lauren got the boy out, and Dave got the boys out. Dave went back and Wardog. Yeah. No, Lauren got them both.
No. I think Wardog got the first one.
No, Lauren got the first one, didn't she?
No. Oh, she went back and got the other one.
She got the second one.
But she was the only one that actually jumped off the raft and went, I'll go get
again.
it. Even though she's cruel.
Yeah.
So
it just
go Lauren.
Mind. Yeah.
But
So
they just don't stack up in challenges.
No, they don't. And it's also like, yes, they're not getting fed, they're not winning anything, they're just on a losing streak, and that becomes harder when you got fish coming in, when you've got protein coming in.
That's right.
You stay stronger.
One of the great things I like
But even Wardog is looking like he's wasting away, considing his big size at the start.
I think the other things I was really surprised about in this episode was Dave's actually grabbing the fishing gear
and trying.
Very
poorly trying.
But
he's trying.
But the thing is, he's aware I need protein. There's only one way to get it, to go get it, right? But Neil just goes to sit on the beach.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you sitting on the beach for?
But we've... Look, this is the third week in a row we've talked about getting rid of Wardog. I'm going to talk about getting rid of Wardog. Yeah. But this is the third week in a row but it's like now finally the tribe is starting to get a consensus is going, we can't play this game because Wardog doesn't let us.
Well, this is the other thing. Remember I said a couple episodes ago, I said, look, it's been Neil's plan for 2 of the boats, right? And it's basically been Neil's plan that they've
every single time, right? Every plan has had to change because of Wardog.
That's why one of the things I liked about this episode and the next one was like, I can see Callie starting to wake up and go, hang on, wait. He's telling us what to do. Lauren's sitting there going, hang on, he's telling us what to do.
And Dave's going, I've been after Callie for so long, but Wardog is just not letting me do whatever I want to do. I need to work with Callie.
Right? At last, they're waking up and going, hang on, who am I playing with and why am I playing with?
It's like...
And Dave is like, I never thought I would be with my main adversary. But it turns out I need to be.
Yeah, but it's like, why did you make her your main adversary
in the beginning?
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, what are you thinking of? You had the same problem that most of Karma has.
Exactly.
This whole concept about returning players.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah, this tunnel vision on that, and that we've mentioned that so many times this season.
I know.
But when it comes down to it, it's like Dave's need to be subtle and in the background blinded him from the fact that he couldn't do what he wanted. Because of Wardog. This is an opportunity I would have got rid of him. You now got this opportunity where you got 4
I don't know if he needs to go earlier.
For me, he needs to go.
No, now he does. But what I mean, it's like that. It was like that. The truck driver from the last series, right?
Yeah.
Remember, they pulled off that amazing blindside. I think it was about episode 6 or 7 or 8 something. And then he turned into a dictator.
Yeah, but
I think Neil's problem is the same. He's had a taste of success, and now he just realized he thinks. I tell them what to do and they do it.
But he's been doing that since the first day.
No, he hasn't been doing it this way.
No, not this way because there've been more numbers.
That's right, but he's been persuasive. Now he's telling them what to do. Big difference.
Yeah, but it's a seed that you don't want to have.
Oh, no, he doesn't want to have it, but all I'm saying is it's great to be able to sit there and suggest things and have your planes come off, right? It's another thing to tell, like Callie and Dave, this is what you are going to do.
And to me, this was danger signs long ago. Like, Dave had plans. Dave's plans were ruined twice. Wardog was a key in each of those times. That was ruined.
I agree. From Dave's
and then he's trying again. I'm talking from Dave's perspective.
Yeah.
Now, I agree with you, Lauren and Callie. They didn't need to get rid of. Yeah, Wardog can talk. He's still aligned with what we need.
Exactly.
He's not flipping on us yet. Now he's kind of making his own decisions.
Yeah.
But for Dave, I would have got rid of him a long time ago. And Dave's now seen the light and wants to come work with Callie and Lauren. You've got a 4-4 split.
Yeah.
Potential go to Rocks. It didn't. It went to Wendy.
Well,
why wouldn't you just... I can't work with Wardog. I'm not going to be able to work with Wardog come merge.
Well...
We're out. Guys, and I would have just said it in the tribal. 3 of us want to get rid of Wardog.
No, I think... Look, I'm going to argue with the point with you here, right? Mainly because of the way Cam has been acting, right?
Yeah.
We've seen in the previous
True.
thing, right?
Yes. You'd need unity.
But this is the thing, it didn't work anyway, right? I would want a Kama to go home.
Yeah,
that's what I would be.
The Manu, yeah.
Of all those people on Manu, I want a Kama to go home, right? Wendy, I don't want to go home.
Wendy was a silly vote.
So Wendy's a silly vote. Yeah. But Wendy's an easy vote. This is what I couldn't understand. If I was going to vote Wendy, which is what they did, right? I would have walked in as Lesu, and I would have just said straight up, out in the open, before the first vote, all 4 of us are voting for Wendy. And what are the other 3 going to do? Are they going to go to Rocks for Wendy?
Yeah.
No way in hell. They're just going to put her name down.
Yeah.
All over. Done and dusted. You don't need the second vote.
But then don't vote Wendy at all. Vote 4 on someone else.
Oh, that would have been awesome if they had to actually pull that off.
That's where I'd probably want to go. Deception there.
That's right.
And this is kind of another thing that we could have played, and it probably might be a bit too extreme to play, but let's think about David's last season. When they were the underdogs, and Lesu are the underdogs, regardless of this 4-4 split, they're the underdogs.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
However, within this tribe, there's 2 idols.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
What if they busted out 2 idols?
Oh, that would have been awesome too.
Like, I don't know where you go, and maybe that's too strong a play.
You could.
You could be like, cool.
You could say...
I'm putting on an idol.
No, you could have said, we're all voting for Wendy, right? Play an idol for Wendy.
Nah.
No. But if you get them to vote for Wendy...
Yeah.
See?
But the thing is, if you do that and the 3 of them vote for Wendy and the 4 of you vote for someone else, it doesn't. You don't need to waste an idol.
No.
So you could do that play, or you can come out and go, this is what... 2 of us have idols. Who are we playing them for?
No, I wouldn't have done that.
That's the thing. Like, I don't think I'd do that either.
Oh, no.
But it's a big show of your hand.
But also not this close to merge.
Yeah.
If you can merge with an idol in your pocket...
Yes.
It's pretty good, right?
I know, but...
I'm just saying in that format. What I mean is, like, if it had been normal tribal and you can get somebody out with an idol, I still would have been going, play the idol, right?
Yeah.
Even this close to merge.
So I was just curious, like, how, like, because I don't... Yeah, it didn't work out well to get rid of Wendy.
I think the problem is Wendy was obviously the vote.
Yeah.
For both sides, right? It wasn't like an if, but, or a maybe. It was like... We can play the if game and go to Rocks, or we can just vote Wendy.
And we know they're not going to go to Rocks for Wendy.
Exactly, right? So I think...
We will go to Rocks. Dave said he's gone to Rocks before.
That's what I actually love that. I love that. Dave sitting there and go, well, I've done it once before.
Yeah, and Victoria's trying to say... Well, we don't think you come this many times and go to Rocks. And he's like, well, I've done it.
Yeah, well, I've done it. And she was like, we don't think that's an advantage. I'm like, no, that's a hell of an advantage.
It's like, I've done that. Yeah. I've actively gone to Rocks before.
That's right.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do it again. But I've already done it. It worked out fine for me.
Yeah.
Watch me.
Yeah,
watch me. My track history, my track record proves that I will go to Rocks for this. That's right. And so that's probably a bold play. And so it worked out because,
well, the interesting thing is they actually did stay together.
They did. Well, they did. And
I was actually expecting, believe it or not, I was actually expecting Neil to flip.
No, I don't think I was.
I
was expecting maybe a Lauren to.
I was thinking maybe Neil would be thinking he could make a connection. He would flip because he could make a connection. Yeah, okay. But what I did like was when they came and talked, when Eric came and offered him that, it was like, this is the first time. We
haven't spoken.
Yeah, we haven't spoken. This is the first, So that's what I think was the ultimate reason he did.
And we know, there is stuff to, like, better the devil you know.
Exactly.
And I think that was War Dog. Was like, well, why are you telling me what to do? And they went to War Dog. No one tells War Dog what to do.
Right?
No. I've got a plan.
Yeah, I've got a plan.
I'll come to you, and you do my plan. Right. And so they went to the wrong person.
Exactly, right?
Because they don't know War Dog.
That's right. Look, funnily enough, I think if they had actually pulled maybe Dave or Kelly aside and spoken to them in a reasonable manner, that may have been an in.
Yeah.
Right? Neil was never going to be an in. I don't think Lauren was ever going to be an in. But
who talked to Wendy? Did Kelly or no? Dave talked to Wendy. I'd love to know what he talked about.
I would too.
And like that, I would love to have had the subtitles there. Yeah. That would have been a fascinating tribal to hear everything.
I think what Dave was probably doing was this is the interesting part. Dave actually, despite her being on that tribe, right? Dave actually knows Wendy. He knows how she thinks and what she's capable of, right? So he knows she's a loose cannon.
Yeah.
He knows you can't plan with her, right? So I'm interested in what he would have said to her as well, because I know he didn't go there going, we're going to count on you this vote.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing
There's
that.
something else he
There's
said.
something else he was,
I would love to know what he said.
That's right.
But yeah, what a fascinating, but you're right, like to get rid of Wendy, was the easy way because they're not. They're not going to go to Rocks, but we will. And that's the challenge. It's like, because that was the discussion. Who's going to go to Rocks? We're going to. We don't want to go to Rocks. Are we going to go to Rocks for Wendy? No. Are we going to go to Rocks for War Dog? No.
And this is why the Wendy's a bad vote. Or it's an easy vote in that, but it's a bad vote in the end for them because it doesn't create any chaos.
It doesn't do enough for them.
Like they're willing to get rid of Wendy anyway. Like she's never in.
But the thing is, they probably would go to Rocks for one of the others because Wendy might still go.
That's right, but you want to try and like make sure that. I think that's probably where this vote failed. If they had gotten Wendy on side and they made it 5-3, they could have actually sent home a Karma, and that would have really wrecked.
And that's why I was like, I wonder if an idle information.
Hard to play, though.
I don't know if you'd play it, but I wonder if idle information. Oh, because Lauren went up. Lauren went up and talked to someone. I thought she was going to go. If you keep me in the game, I'm going to give you an idol.
No,
I don't know what she was going to do, but
I know Lauren and Kelly went over to talk to Victoria, right? And then Eric came over to talk to Dave and Neil.
So they're just conversations I would have loved to been able to listen to.
But at that stage of the game, I think the Eric offer of you'll be connected to us and when merged, blah blah blah. Yeah. It's a really slim offer at the best of times, and it's pretty obviously a desperate move. I think that's the other thing. I think if you go to one of those councils, you can't put it desperate. Yeah. And I think that's why it just devolved to Wendy. It was that. I would have liked to have
chaos, a bit more chaos. Like,
I can't imagine how they would have gotten out.
It's really hard to work out how they would have got someone else out. Without dropping an idol.
Exactly. But
like,
I don't
knowing
even
the
know
vote. Yeah, but how do you? The thing is, you have no idea. How do you know the votes are coming to Lauren or War Dog or to Dave? Or you don't know where the votes are going. An idol play could have been great.
And you know what? Probably the biggest downside was maybe that's what Dave was doing. Maybe what Dave did was pull Wendy aside, because notice he said to Wendy before any of the other stuff started, "Can I talk to you over here?" Maybe that's what Dave was doing. Maybe he was sussing out for the whole group whether or not Wendy would do what they wanted to. Yeah. And maybe Dave's like gone back and gone, no, it's not.
Or maybe just trying to find out who they were going to vote for.
Yeah, exactly, or something like that, right?
It's a strange. It is.
Actually, that probably is it. Probably Dave's gone to look. You tell us who they're going to vote for, right? Who they're putting the votes on. We'll protect you. We'll vote for one of them, and you vote with us, or something like that. But Wendy's probably just gone, I don't know.
Yeah. It's a weird. It's. There's possibly other ways it could have gone better for them, but it's not a bad. I would have thought about trying to get rid of War Dog. I would have tried, but you're correct now that I think of it. But the thing is, they're going to get back together anyway. So whether you go in with 4 or go in with 3, what's the difference?
What do you mean?
So we're going to merge. Yeah. They're trying to stay strong. Keeping obviously getting rid of a Karma would have been perfect.
Oh,
you got rid of you got rid of like the only you got rid of your own original teammate.
I think it would have been perfect, mainly because that kind of wrecks that tribe. Yeah. But also wrecks Karma overall.
Yeah. And it also can also help make them not all band together.
Exactly. That's what I mean. It breaks that up a bit.
Yeah, and it gives a bit of conflict within that tribe early. But the thing to me is like, you know what? Whether you merge and you've only got 4 of you versus 8 or 3 of you versus 9, what's the real difference? And in that case, you do have 2 idols. Not that you can still potentially get away with some chaos coming up merge-wise.
Let's put it this: I think during merge, right? Lauren's probably safe during merge. Mm-hmm. Callie isn't. Neither is Dave. No. Right, and neither is Joe.
No.
Okay. And we don't know when the the Extinction people are coming back.
Yeah, the Extinction people might be below them.
Yeah, exactly, right. So, all 3 of them are going to have huge marks on them for the first tribal, because usually, but Karma seem pretty focused still on getting rid of
I'm just hoping Joe's plan.
I do too.
Pulls some numbers to his side.
I think we'll see, just Karma will get together on merge. They'll do a vote, a nowhere vote. It'll be probably Joe or Kelly or something like that, or Dave, right? It'll just be a vote just to vote. Yeah. You know what I mean? And after that, maybe we'll see some gameplay. Yeah.
So that's pretty much it.
Yep, that's it. Yeah.
All right, I was Robert.
I was Jack.
With Inwits. Catch you next week.
Bye.